Pick 6, leg 1 is race 3. It's an 84 handicap for fillies and mares where they're going to race over 1,200 metres just after 1:30, 25 to 2. Well, you know by now that our pick 6s, Graham's got one suggested pick 6 banker, I've got none for you later on, but I am going to be taking 2 perms, one where I load up as many as I can afford in this leg, and the other one where I'm just going to go 2 horses, taking an absolute chance, and that's what it's all about, because I quite like number 1, Wine Tasting, and number 2, Beat It. Beat It goes well for Stuart Randolph. Wine Tasting has faced much stronger in a graduation last time. The average rating of that race was a 91. The average rating here is 80. You look at those efforts behind G for Go, Malmoose. Those were fair efforts. And this horse, Wine Tasting's had a few legitimate excuses in her last couple of starts. Gate 1. So yeah, although I'm quite big on 1 and 2, leaning towards 1 Wine Tasting, as I said, there are also, again, sounding like Stoke records, quite a few in with chances here.
No doubt number 1 Wine Tasting sets the standard. She's been priced up 3-1 favourite. They're betting 7-1 bar the 1. If you look past Wine Tasting, then it's very, very open. As you quite correctly mentioned, she's raced against much stronger. There have been excuses in her last couple of runs. She tries the polytrack for the first time. She has the benefit of the inside gate, and Warren Kennedy teams up with Paul Peter in this race. There's no doubt that number 1 Wine Tasting sets a standard, but it's a case of you either bank a Wine Tasting or you go very wide, because there's so much form amongst her rivals here. Retail Therapy, Window to Africa, Nikia, Meet at the George, Diamonds and Pearls, Galactic Star. They all have claims, as has the horse you mentioned, number 2, Beat It, who won very impressively in a penultimate start. So for me, Wine Tasting, definitely the one to beat. I quite like my old favourite, number 9, Diamonds and Pearls, to bounce back. Her course and distance form is 2 starts for a win and a second. I know based on her recent form, you'd say 1,200 metres is too sharp, but that could be the masterstroke for her here. I think stepping back to the 1,200 metres is going to be in her favour, number 9, Diamonds and Pearls. But there are so many with chances. So Wine Tasting will prove difficult to beat on the basis that she's run against much stronger. She's drawn on the inside. Paul Peter wouldn't be bringing her here if he didn't think he could win this race. So Kennedy and Paul Peter, you ignored your peril, obviously. Their record speaks for itself. So Wine Tasting, the one to beat. But if you're not going to banker her, then you've got to go very wide.
Okay, 3 horses that we must suggest that we ignore their last efforts. Don't let their last efforts put you off. 7 Meet at the George, 9 Diamonds and Pearls, and 10 Galactic Star. All performed a little below best last time they ran. Don't let that put you off. They've got form, overall form. They have got ability, and they certainly have winning chances. They can put those bad runs behind them. One horse to touch on before we wrap this race. You'll see a bit later on one of my horses to watch out for is number 6, Nikia, from the Michael Roberts stable. Kanya Sakai is going to ride from a fair draw. The way this mare charged home last time, she really caught my eye, but more about her a little bit later. So here we go. It's Wine Tasting or just about the field.